welcome to R&R, Relationships and Real Estate. I'm your host, Chris Silva, and across from me is my beautiful wife, Corey Silva.
Thank you so much for that. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on R&R. Chris and I are the owners of Silva Realty, Silva Lending, and now Silva Property Management. And we're super excited to have you here with us today on our show. Thank you so much for your support all the time. And welcome to the third week of February. The third week of February. This is crazy. Just over halfway through the month with over a little more than a week to go, right? This is crazy.
But it also,
we're almost to March.
In fairness, it is the shortest month of the year
That's
as well.
True, but where does the time go? Time
2
is
weeks,
just flying
it's almost
by. How is your February going?
Excellent.
Excellent.
It's been great. I mean, the year's starting off busier than it ever has.
Yes.
We're still squeezing in time for family, for friends. I haven't got the workout part done yet. I haven't got that down. So, that's still a work in progress. But overall, I'm happy with 2023 so far, how it's treating us.
Yes, it's going so great. I feel like we finally have I know I put that intention out there this year is to spend more time with friends. And I feel like we totally met that this weekend. And like you said, like the physical aspect of like self-care, I was so excited. I'm like so ready to go. Like, let's go. My friend's been pushing me. She's been like dropping little subtle hints like, are you going to go to Orange Theory? I'll see you on Wednesday. If Wednesday doesn't work, that's okay. If you need some time to process this, let's do it Monday. So I am ready to go. I told Chris on Monday, I am going to sign up for Orange Theory. I already put out in the universe. And Tuesday rolled around yesterday. And Chris is just giving me too much Valentine's Day love with a big hug. He threw my back out. So now.
Wow.
Now.
We're going to talk about this on the air, right?
Now I can't work out. I got a big bag of ice on my back right now. I already went to the chiropractor today. And yeah, so it's been a little delayed for me. I do love this year, but I'm not loving my situation right now with my back. It's not okay.
So it's just so funny to make light of the situation, right?
Right.
We're picking up the kids from school. We're dropping them off. We're dropping off Nola. We get in the car. And if anybody knows, we love Erykah Badu.
Mm-hmm.
We love the whole vibe, right? So Erykah Badu pops on, and it's Bag Lady. And how do the lyrics go, baby?
So the first line of the song is, Bag Lady, you gon' break your back. I was like, Erykah, why? How did you know my back is broken today?
That was like the beginning of your injury.
Oh, Lord. No. Yes, it's been all kinds of bad. So
man.
Everybody put some good vibes out there that my back's going to heal. I already went to the chiropractor today. I got to do a follow-up tomorrow. But I need to be ready for my week. We got Disney coming up. I got to be prepared.
So sometimes you got to, know when to fold them. All right. So
no.
you're feeling like this on a Wednesday and we got Disney on a Friday. I don't know if you're going to make it, girl.
I'm going to make it. I'm a super mom. I'm a super woman. And I love Disney.
You will not be able to get on any rides the way you're feeling right now.
Oh, I didn't think about the rides. It'll throw my back out.
Not on one ride.
You're right.
And then walking around all day.
All those little warnings that they have. If you have back pain, I'll have to adhere to that. Yeah, this is not good. I was really looking forward to going, but I hope I feel better. So Urvashi's here with us. Hey, Urvashi. She said, hey, guys. Love the new set. Thank you so much for joining us here today. So in case, Urvashi did notice, but for those of you who didn't notice or you're watching the show for the very first time, our set looks a little different. It's not fully decorated yet, but we're no longer chained to a desk. We have some comfortable chairs to sit in, have a little bit more of like a lounge, comfortable feeling like you're in a home because, we do sell real estate, just in case you didn't know. And we're comfortable. We're able to face each other. And we have multiple cameras. So you can't see it yet, but our setup is going to be able to have guests on our show.
So
whether we're going to have one guest or two guests, which is really awesome. We're super excited about it. And thank you so much for noticing, Urvashi. It's a work in progress, but it's almost there. We have some more things to do to make it nice and fun and fresh.
Yes.
So.
We really wanted to expand and invest in the podcast. Soon we'll be on Spotify. We'll be on Apple Podcast. pretty exciting stuff. We needed a space to grow, right, with the show. So our producer, not only did he design all this, right, all the gadgets and gizmos that we need,
right,
but he also set up the new set. It's all his ideas. So big kudos to our producer.
Yes, big shout out to Robert. Thank you so much, Robert. We really appreciate you and your commitment to us and growing our business. So we really appreciate you. He's like family, right? So if you follow the show or know us personally, you know we're huge fans of Disney, right?
Huge.
Please. That impersonation does not belong on this show.
Anyhow. Maybe I think Corey's and the kids are bigger fans than I am.
Right.
I'm a big fan in the movies, right? Like that. I grew up loving Disney.
Right.
As far as the park,
Really?
I love to go, but half the time I got a bum wheel, right? I mean, I hope you're way better if we go on Friday, but it's not fun to go when you're in pain.
No.
So you just gotta, push through it.
Push through it and stop at California Adventure and grab yourself a beer.
Grab yourself a beer at California Adventure. That's right.
Oh, my goodness. So I am the huge fan. Chris, he's in between there. And the Disney company is celebrating their 100th anniversary. And they released a video, and we'd like to watch it with you. So we're going to get that started so we could take a look at it.
100.
100. That's crazy.
Goodness gracious.
I think last year, Florida, Walt Disney World, they celebrated their 50th. And then this year is 100th.
Oh, so Disneyland's the original.
Yeah, they're the original. You didn't know that?
I mean, I didn't really give it much thought.
He doesn't care.
I don't care. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay. Let's see what it's all about.
I love that it kicks it off with Encanto.
I know. Mirabel. Mira, it's Mirabel.
Best soundtrack ever for Disney.
Oh, look at that little girl. How cute.
Haven't been able to show the kids Avatar yet. It's way too long to keep their interest for 3.5 hours. I love Coco too.
Me too. It's so good. Well, we don't have any sound on our end, so hopefully you guys can hear it because I know music is huge when it comes to Disney.
Tiana's Bayou's coming out.
So good.
It's just amazing how one man's idea had churned into Disney.
I know. It's like transformed over the years.
Oh, Yeller, one of the movies I cried on.
Chris's very first movie that he cried. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's so many generations, right?
I was never a Mary Poppins fan.
Not until I dressed up as her for Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, hubba hubba, for sure.
It's so funny how every little kid knows the Frozen lyrics.
Every one of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Santino hasn't got into any of these superhero Avenger movies. Thank goodness. There's way too many of them. I ain't got time for all that.
All right. Oh, Moana. Toy Story. Okay, so I love everything about this. I wish I had some sound so I could hear it all.
Nah, we're good, baby. It's good just to see it.
Yes.
Oh, Mandalorian is coming back out March 1st. What?
He's excited.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just saw like a little snippet of the Lion King musical. Can you believe how expensive those tickets are to go see that? It's insane. I wanted to go to like take the kids, but no, they're not going.
We're not trying to spend like $1,200 to go to a damn show.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
We'll just see them in the parade. Make the kids sit down and watch the parade.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I'll pop in the video. Oh, you don't even pop in the video anymore. We'll just watch the OG Lion King.
You said pop in the video.
I know.
Like we have a VCR.
I wish we did. Why do we still have these DVDs that you won't let me get rid of?
They might be worth something one day.
Lord.
It's nostalgic.
We got like 3 boxes of DVDs at the house.
I think you got rid of them already, and I just haven't seen them.
No, they're in the garage because I got rid of most of them. But like you were like started taking. I don't know if you remember this. You like started putting DVDs on the side. We can't get rid of this one. You can't get rid of this one. It's like Grease and like you can just stream it now. We don't need to have their old relic.
Who else is holding on to their relics, their DVDs, their CDs, their tapes? Come on. You got to hang on to those things.
Well, now records are back, right?
Records are back. And I asked my parents the other day if they could bring some over because we got a little record player for the White Elephant that we played during Christmas time. And I want to play some records on there. And I didn't realize that records are big at Target.
Really?
Yes. You could buy them at Target.
Well, we have a record. I don't know if the place is actually open, but we have a record store right across the street from our new location.
Right when I was pulling in today, I was like, I think I need to stop in that record store and get some records for my record player.
There you go.
We'll see if maybe cassette tapes will come back and we have them all ready to go.
I sure hope not. Do you remember with the pencil you had to rewind?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Or the tape would come out of the cassette tape, right? And then you had to fix it or whatever. Yeah, no thank you.
Why not?
Did you ever used to make tapes?
Yes, the mixtapes. Yes, you recorded off the radio.
Yeah, I never did.
And then the DJ would come on. You're like, oh man, I needed to stop it right there. Rewind, record. Then you just record over him. You didn't do that?
This whole next generation has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh man, we worked so hard for our music back in the day.
Now you could just
These kids don't know.
go to Apple Podcast or Spotify. And you could just listen to something.
Right? It's crazy. Yep. Crazy times, but yeah, things have come a long way.
So in Los Angeles news, I got to tell you, I am excited about this. The Hollywood Bowl has just released the trailer.
Really?
Yes, for this upcoming summer. So, we like to go at least twice a year,
yes.
Right? It's one of my favorite venues I've ever been to.
I love the Hollywood Bowl.
I just love the vibe.
It feels so good just going there. It's like open air. You're outside. You're with all these people. They're just good energy. And then music. I don't know. It's just so cool.
I feel like we pick the right venues. We don't do this on purpose, but we pick the venues that you could bring your own liquor, your own food, right? So we always pick up some food on the way there.
You could bring it, but certain acts don't allow it.
Right.
But for the most part, all the ones that we go to see, you can bring it in. But it just depends on who is sponsoring the event.
I don't think I've been to a show where you can't bring it. Mm-hmm. So maybe it does dictate. Maybe I was like, let's go watch this show. Actually, I'm good on this one.
Yeah, right now.
They won't let me bring my brown bag, my brown paper bag. I love that venue. It's so much fun. And, I think we're going to watch something on it. Okay.
I feel like this year, the Hollywood Bowl is really going all out because I got a call yesterday from a rep.
No, you did not.
Asking me if I wanted to buy season tickets.
They probably got some young blood in there.
I don't know, but
they need it.
That's good because I get the mailer every year. I'm sure it probably comes through on email as well. And I usually, the mailer actually
Janet,
usually
girl.
gets me. Oh, I'm already going to Janet. Didn't I tell you?
No,
I got tickets.
You did not tell me.
Going with my mom friends. Jill Scott, what? Oh,
Jill
yeah, we're
Scott.
going. I think we need to buy some box seats this year.
No wonder you didn't tell me because I'm not invited.
It's a mom thing. You're not allowed to go see Janet because you were dogging on her the last time we saw her. She was
I don't know
a little
what
lazy
happened.
that day.
She was like out of breath. Like during the show.
Janet, yes. She was having an off day the last time we saw her live.
I haven't heard of half these people.
Oh, that's okay.
Herbie Hancock.
Yes. We
saw Herbie Hancock. Oh, Maxwell's coming back.
We were just talking about Maxwell.
We're going to that show for sure.
I love Maxwell.
He's probably been one of my favorite live performances.
And you were just saying, hey, you haven't even seen your boy in a while. You said that this morning, didn't you?
This morning, yeah.
Okay, so
I put it out in the universe, and here it is.
Okay, so we need to buy some box seats. I know I sound a little bougie, but nothing compares to sitting in the box seat, having your own space, being able to eat without someone like breathing all up on you.
Look, I'd rather go to less shows and stay in the box seats than go to more shows and not stay in them.
Right.
That's just me. I love that experience.
Yes.
It's for people. So, and if you're lucky enough to go with friends, it's just you and your little crew, and nobody else is even around. You're in your own little world.
Yes.
I love that vibe. You have your own vibe the whole show.
Wait, is it 4 or 6 that fit in the box seat?
It depends.
Yes.
I think maybe 6. I think you're right.
I think it's 6.
It's 6.
So,
I can't remember the last time we stayed in a box seat. What show did we watch? I don't know. It's usually jazz, R&B.
I think it was a jazz festival is what we went for.
Ooh, Maxwell. We might have to get a hotel that night, girl.
Stop. You are way too much. So for those of you watching, have you been to the Hollywood Bowl? Do you like it? What are your thoughts? What was your favorite show when you went? I'd love to hear about it. Are you planning on going this year? Because we'd love to hook up with people there. It's so much fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Time. So yesterday was Valentine's Day. It landed on a Tuesday. And did anyone have any fun Valentine's Day plans they want to share with us? I could tell you about ours.
We actually had a date on Valentine's.
We did have a day date. We went to Brewery Jaconum.
Right.
Had like a quick lunch.
How was your food?
It was good. I was surprised. I haven't been there in a long time.
I told you their food's really good there. It's not just the beer.
The thing is whenever we go to Brewery Jaconum, it's for our events, right?
Right. So you don't get to eat.
And I don't get to eat because it's nonstop preparing, getting ready for it. And the food, I always plan the menu with our boy over there.
Yeah. The guy.
The guy.
It's okay to have Ben Law.
Ben Law. I always
You had a brain fart. It's okay.
Right? It's this back pain. I'm telling you. Please don't judge me.
I'm
So
not joking.
Ben and I always come up with a really good menu, and everything sounds amazing, but I've never tried it. So it was really good yesterday. Thank you for taking me out on Valentine's Day. It was not crowded there because it was lunchtime.
We went during lunch. People don't even know that you can go to Brewery Draconum now every day of the week, because they used to be closed like 2 days during the week to brew their beer, but now they're open every day of the week, and they open every day at 12.
Which is huge, because I think they used to only be open for dinner time.
Certain days, yeah. But kudos to them. They've come a long way. They weathered that crazy storm with COVID.
I know.
And to any of these business owners that were able to figure that out, especially in that industry, right? Food and service, like that was tough to make it through COVID.
Tough. They had to have everything outside. I remember he built the whole outside in the actual roadway. They were able to block it off and feed people out there, or in the back in the beer garden. Which
is a huge shout out to Santa Creta, right?
Yes.
To our council members, to everybody that runs Santa Creta, right? Stripling. I think that's his name. The city manager, Stripling, I think is his last name. Anyhow, they do such an amazing job. They're so business friendly here. It's another reason why I love. It's just there's no other city. Maybe Beverly Hills, right? Probably Beverly Hills, but that's run like Santa Creta. So efficient, so clean, so safe, so business friendly. I love this place. Can you tell?
I think you do.
But they did a great job.
Yeah, so a shout out to them on having a successful business. We love promoting our friends and local businesses who have done such an amazing job. And we love going there. We always have our events there, which reminded me yesterday when we went is we need to start planning our next event. So that should be fun to have our friends and our clients out again. So stay tuned for that. It's in the works. We're starting to plan that. But getting back.
I just got to touch on something you just said.
What?
We love promoting our friends, right?
Right.
And we love promoting their businesses. So we are going to be doing that on this show. We're going to be promoting our friends and their businesses, only if they're good, though.
Right.
It doesn't matter if we're just friends and you got some janky business.
Oh, you need to stop.
I'm just saying, we're not going to do that.
I can't even think of a friend who has a janky business.
Well, I'm just saying, the point of me saying that is we're going to bring quality guests on the show.
Right.
We're going to promote them and try to come up together, right? Raise them up. And they're all going to be Santa Creta people, right? Santa Creta businesses. And I think there's so many hidden gems here. I think like Silver Realty, we were a hidden gem for a long time, right? I think there's so many other hidden gems here that just need the spotlight. And I'm so excited to shine the spotlight on these friends.
Yes.
And promote their businesses. So those are the kind of guests we're going to have. Some of them anyhow, right?
Yes.
So I'm so excited for that first guest. I don't know who it's going to be yet.
I don't know either.
Maybe it's going to be Urvashi.
Maybe Urvashi. I hope so. That would be great because she did say she would like to be on the show. So we would love to have you on the show. That would be so much fun, you and Chetan. But getting back, let me reel Chris back in.
Sorry.
Sometimes he gets a little sidetracked to our Valentine's Day. So we were able to spend time with our family after we picked them up from school and had like a little bit of time together before we went off to jujitsu. And when we came home, we had just like a low-key type of evening. But I would love to hear about everybody else's. So if you could drop us a comment in the comment section and let us know what you did for Valentine's Day. I did see some really cute posts out there. Some of our friends going out for, again, lunch dates. And just seeing all the cute little photos of the couples out there, it was nice to see.
Were you surprised when you got home?
I was surprised. I was very surprised. So I had gotten the kids a little gift the night before because I knew it would be way too crazy the day of to go try to get them something. And so I got them little plants with stuffies. And I wasn't expecting Chris to do anything for them because I figured, I already got them something. But when we came home, he had my favorite flowers waiting, which I always tell him don't buy flowers on Valentine's Day. But I'm like, where'd you get these from? He's like, the grocery store. I'm like, okay, you're good. I'm glad you got them from the grocery store.
Hydrangeas.
Thank you so much for my hydrangeas and a huge happy Valentine's Day balloon. So thank you for that. And he got the kids these cute little sloths that were so soft. And our kids love stuffies. They have so many stuffies. You would think like you're not going to get any more, but they love them. Santino and Nola both slept with their little sloths.
They were a hit, those sloths.
I know. They were so cute and soft. Anything soft, they're all about that. So we had a great night celebrating Valentine's Day. I did buy Chris a card, which I haven't written in yet.
Same here. It's in the kitchen drawer at home. I still got to fill it out.
Mine's on my desk. And I realized when I got home, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to write in this card. And I'm looking at the card. I'm like, this is such a cute card. And then I'm like, I think he got me this card before on another year. So
it was a card that I got you before.
I know
it was
we're
Uma
just
dog.
here.
It was an Uma dog card.
I know.
Little black lab on it.
So I promise I'll get you your Valentine's Day card, but you already know how much I love you.
I do. You don't need it. You just save it for next year.
All right.
Save you $3.
I'll probably lose it.
By next year, those cards are going to be like $20. So you might as well just save it.
No, that wasn't $3. Okay, so the papyrus, I think that's how you say it.
I don't know.
Papyrus. There's $7 for a card.
For that card?
Yes.
Girl, you should have took a picture of Uma and just printed it out, put it together on a piece of paper, folded it in half, bada bing, bada boom.
Well, I was going to get the kids cards, but that was a deciding factor. I'm like, I'm going to pay $25 for 3 cards? No. I will make them a handmade card, which I didn't get to because my back hurt too bad yesterday.
I thought I did pretty well. So I got your flowers, that big balloon, 2 stuffies for about $75. I mean, that's a steal.
About right.
On Valentine's Day?
Yes.
That's a steal, right?
That's a steal. I saw someone posted this, it was bad. Like the lady was complaining. It was like on a mom group about this flower arrangement. And she was like, you guys, my husband paid $109 for this. Do you think it looks like it? It looked like it was like $25. It was bad. It was all bad. So these people get ripped off on Valentine's Day.
You should have seen the Vons.
Was it crazy?
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy at Ralph's the night before.
It was all men.
They were all like nervously looking around trying to figure out what flowers to get. It was so funny.
I met this cute kid. He was probably like 21, 22 years old.
Oh, probably his first love.
So I was talking to him about what he had. He had like a flower arrangement, then he had like some succulents, and then he had one other thing. And he goes, I'm like, so man, you went all out for your girl. And he goes, no, this is for my grandma, this is for my mom, and this is for my sister.
How
I was like, what a sweet kid.
I love that. That's so sweet. Speaking of family and Valentine's Day, my parents called me just to say Happy Valentine's Day yesterday.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet.
Hey, I got to give a big shout out to Jason and his family, right? So Amanda, her dad, she's married, right? Doesn't live at home. Her dad has never missed a Valentine's Day. He showed up to her house with some flowers.
I know. Isn't that so sweet?
What a stud.
You know what?
What a stud.
Do you want to hear something really funny?
Sure.
So I was thinking yesterday in the morning, I'm like, gosh, I'm waiting for my dad to call me. Because every year, like when I was old enough, he would tell me to help him order flowers for my mom, right? Like when she was working, like, oh, can you help me get them delivered? Maybe because I worked at the flower shop or whatever. He thought like, oh, she knows how to order or whatever. But I was thinking in the morning, wow, Dad didn't even call me this year to like get flowers for Mom. So I'm sure he handled it on his own. But I always know he likes to get her yellow roses because those are her favorite. And so it was nice, like when they called me just to say, because I'm like, what's going on? Oh, we just want to say Happy Valentine's Day. Isn't that so sweet? They went to Taco Tuesday. Hey.
It's not a bad way to spend Valentine's Day.
No, it's probably a lot more affordable than some of these other places.
Yeah, you had some tacos too on Tuesday.
Did I? I did.
Fish tacos.
I sure did. Well, Chris had a gourmet meal for Valentine's Day last night. He was like, okay, so I know your back hurts. Can we just do something simple tonight? I'm like, yes. What do you want to do? In my mind, I'm thinking like pizza. That's easy.
Right.
But Chris is like, oh, man, let's just make some mac and cheese for the kids. And, I just bought these hot dogs the other day from Costco. And I was like, wow, we're taking it way back. Like first Valentine's Day in our new house, way back in 2005.
We used to live off those hot dogs, girl.
When did we get our first house?
Yeah.
It was 2003 was our first house. And we lived off of hot dogs and ramen.
But this is all your fault, right? So let me explain why. So I made the critical mistake of being at Costco.
Right, when you're hungry.
When I'm starving. It's like 3 o'clock in the daytime, right? Haven't had breakfast, lunch, nothing. I'm running on fumes. And you put this thought in my head. You were like, you better grab some food at Costco, a piece of pizza or a hot dog or something.
I didn't tell him to buy a huge pack of Hebrew Nationals to last for like 4 months. Like, who buys that many hot dogs on a whim when I say you better grab a hot dog?
So now you put this thought in my head of how good this hot dog's going to taste, right? And on the way in, I had already saw the line for pizza and hot dogs because it's right outside of Costco.
Right.
It's always long. I'm not waiting in that line, right? I just waited in a long line to pay for all my goods, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna grab these hot dogs. I haven't bought hot dogs in probably like 10 years. And I bought 3-pack. There's a 3-pack of like 50 hot dogs or whatever it's in there. So, we got 4 down, got 46 to go.
I don't think there's 50 hot dogs in
I don't know, but I'm not having hot dogs again.
I mean, either. That was all bad. I mean, I try to make them fancy. I try to elevate the hot dogs.
Sunday dinner, hot dogs.
Everybody, you having hot dogs on Sunday dinner. Oh, but yeah, it reminded me of why we don't eat hot dogs.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm still burping up stuff from last night.
So we had a very fancy Valentine's Day dinner.
So last week we were able to make a family video.
Yes.
We posted it yesterday, but for anybody that hasn't seen it, we'd love to watch it here on the show.
Yes. Well, I just saw it yesterday and I was like, these kids are so cute. I can't get enough of them. They're adorable.
As sweet as they are on camera, they're like that like 90% of the time.
I know. And they're really comfortable on camera too. I asked Santino, oh, do you want to, there's some kids who do this for a living. They have fun and they like make money. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not trying to do that.
Like, that's a no for me, dog. It's not trying to do it.
Oh my goodness.
So this is you set that up with the kids, right? Look how tall this kid's getting.
He's standing on something.
Hey. Don't ruin the special effects.
He is very tall though. Very, very tall. They have so much fun baking and making stuff.
She's so silly. I think you're starting to see more of her personality in these videos.
Yes, Nola, she's so sweet.
Now, I cannot believe, he did a great job on his bag, especially since he's not like the artsy one.
Yeah.
But Nola is like something you could sell in a shop and sell it for like $70. Look at that.
I know. They did such a great job. So they
Tina's is so cute.
Yeah,
his is cute.
His is really cute. So they made these Valentine's Day bags for their grandma and their tia. So grandma loved it. Grandma's like, yes, I get to use this
Which
when
one
I go
did grandma
shopping. Get? She got the rose one that Nola made.
So Susan got Tino's.
Tia Susan's getting the big heart happy face. So
it's funny because we call a lot of people tias and tios, right? Uh-huh. And Tia Susan's been your mom's road dog best friend for like 40 years or something.
Right.
And the kids always ask now, are they like our real tia or are they just like good friends?
Yes.
That's cool. That's so funny.
They want to know the difference, They want to know all the correlations, like who's related to who. So, but yeah, hope everybody had a wonderful Valentine's Day and got to feel all the love that they're deserving of, because everybody deserves to feel loved.
Yeah, absolutely.
So catching up with us, Chris was able to meet up with one of our really good friends and clients and have breakfast last week. So you had breakfast with Mauricio. Did you want to talk a little bit about that?
Just a little bit, because it's more like, a private thing, right? But what I could say is I had an open house in his neighborhood at Santa Cruz Road. Mm-hmm. And he's just stopped by because he saw the signs outside. So we set up breakfast. And I just love catching up with him. He's like one of the people here in life, but here in Santa Cruz that I look up to, right? I admire him so much. And I always am so interested to hear what he's doing in the community.
Right.
Because he's another one of these hidden gems. Yeah, sure, like his congregation knows him, right? But I'm talking about like people in general. Man, if they need to get to know this guy.
We love Mauricio and Virginia and their whole family. They're such good people. They care about people, and they mean the world to us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Monica.
Speaking of good friends, hey, Monica. Thank you for joining us. That's my other really good friend that I got to catch up with yesterday on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you guys are like a couple junkies.
Why?
Disney junkies.
Oh, my gosh. I know. She's going on Friday, too.
Oh, what?
Yes, I can't miss out, Monica. I have to go. You just got on the show, but we were talking about how my back hurts so bad.
You know what's funny is you've been clowning me for so long, and you might be that first person on the scooter.
I'm not going to be on the scooter. But what I do need you to do, we had this conversation, or somebody out there, please design an adult stroller.
Oh, yes.
But it's not just no regular stroller like that you just sit in. It needs to have heated seats and a massage chair. So you just push me around.
They should have that in the scooter, though.
No, I don't want
Heated
that.
seats.
Yes.
Yeah.
But actually, I can't put heat on my injury. I have to
You
put
need the
ice.
ice.
Yeah,
Just
I know
telling
he
you.
told me not to. So Monica said, sorry, had to jam out yesterday. She had to go off to church with her little ones, but it's all good. We got to spend some time together and woohoo, party in Disneyland. Oh my God, I'll help you on the scooter, friend. See, Monica's down
There
to
you
push me
go.
around, but I'm not going to do it. I'll walk. I'll walk before I do that.
Let's see if you make it, baby. I hope you do.
I hope I do too.
I'm not
Ay,
sure.
ay, ay.
I'm not sure if you can
It's
do
no
it.
bueno.
So, I had breakfast. Who'd you have breakfast with? You had breakfast too.
I had breakfast with Valeria, my girl. Yes, we had a good time. So it's much needed. Like, we get so caught up in the day to day and all the duties we have as, business owners, parents. There's a lot going on, right?
Right.
And so Chris always tells me, you got to carve out time like for your friends. So I've been doing that. That was one of my.
You've been really good about that so far this year.
Yes, I'm making it a priority because you need to nourish those friendships and your friends need that too. Like, we get caught up in the day to day and before you know it, it's like 6 months pass and you're like, oh, we should have got together.
Right.
So,
It's not just making them a priority, it's making yourself a priority, right?
right.
Because, I do that a lot more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I meet with people all the time and it's needed for sanity, right?
Right.
And I think, you won't burn out if you're consistently, you can work hard all the time as long as you're playing hard too and you're taking care of yourself,
Yes.
right? So I'm really proud of you that you've been going on these like little dates here and there.
Yes.
Planning on going to Janet Jackson without even telling me about it.
I told you about it. What are you talking about?
That's what every wife says. Remember, I told you. No, you
I
did
tell
not
him
tell me, girl.
you all can relate. Everybody can relate.
Is it in the calendar?
It is in the calendar.
Okay, we're gonna check after the show.
Go search Janet.
If it's not in the calendar, then you didn't tell me.
I'll show you my text messages then.
I bet you it's not in the calendar.
I'm pretty
girl.
sure I told you.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. I'm glad that you're going with your girls. What do I always tell you when you're gonna ask me if you can go somewhere with your friends?
Well, and it's not like I'm asking permission to
No,
go
well, we have to
somewhere.
plan. We have
but
to make
like,
sure.
hey, are you available so I can
Yes.
go? But you're always like, yeah, make it happen. So
I'm like, bye.
bye, girl. Have fun.
Yeah, and I want to rephrase that. I don't mean asking me for permission. I
Right.
mean asking me like, hey, are you good that day so you could be with the kids and I can go
Right.
do my thing? And I'm
Right.
like, if I don't have something in the calendar, then yeah.
He's
always.
been doing so good with the calendar, by the way. Good job.
I'm like on a 6 or 9 month spree of like doing a good job with the calendar.
I know. Sometimes you don't put things in the calendar that are your appointments and you forget about them. You're like, how did I not put that in there?
Oh,
There
my
was like
personal stuff.
There was like 2 things in the last couple weeks that you
Yeah,
forgot about,
my
but you're
personal
doing
stuff.
really good. So kudos to you and your
Thank you,
calendar.
thank you.
And yes, it was a great morning. We went over to Egg Plantation and, had a guavosa on a Friday morning. What? It
A
was
what?
nice. It was a guava mimosa.
Was it good?
It was so good. It was really good. But what was
Nice.
even better was the company. So thank you, Valeria. If you're watching, I had a great time on our Friday morning date. That was fun.
A Friday.
It was Friday to the max because Friday afternoon, guess what happened?
What happened?
We had another friend get together with the Hudsons and the Houses.
that was so much fun.
Because the kids get together, they have kids, everyone just gets along so well. It's so amazing when you can get together with your friends and their kids and the kids just go play and do their thing and then you could be adults and hang out and have some time together.
And not have to police the kids playing.
Yes.
Right? You can just step back. And that's kudos to all the parents.
Yes.
Because when you raise your kids right,
You're going to have some good kids.
you're gonna have some good kids and they're
Yes.
gonna get along. And if they have an issue, they figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, then they'll come tell you. But our kids didn't come tell us anything at any time.
Right.
All the kids had a great time together, which is great because this is our second get together.
Yes.
We're making it a new tradition that we're getting together with the Hudsons and with the Houses once a month.
Yes.
And this next one, we even have another group of friends. The Primos are going to join us.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting on the Arroyos. They're invited, but we'll see if they come by. And these are like my OG Van Nuys high school friends from like 10th grade, which is like 1998 or 96 or 7. I don't know, a long time ago.
Right.
Still friends. And now we have our little clans, our little families. So it's so nice. And I really enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to the whole year of just hanging out with them.
I know. And it's so cool just to see their kids grow. Like we were kids when we all met, right?
Right.
Because I met them when we started dating and you're going to Van Nuys. So it's cool to see how everyone's grown with their families. And they have kids that range anywhere from like 1 up into, how old is
12.
Josie? 12?
12, I think Josie is.
So it's cool just to see them all together. And yeah, it's fun. Our kids love their kids. They're like, so when are the houses in the Hudsons coming over again? And when do I get to see the girls? Because they're all girls. So they're excited about it. We already have our next date planned, which is huge, I feel like, getting back to like making yourself a priority and being with friends. We always say like, let's get together. And that's a nice thing to say. But if you don't put it down in writing, it never happens.
It's not going to happen.
So every time we get together, we make it a point to make our next date in the calendar. We can't change it. We kind of look at everyone's schedule and pick a date that works for everyone at that time. Because you know how it is. People just keep pushing it out. And then there you go. You don't see each other for a long time.
Well, speaking of pushing it out, no, this is not a poop joke.
You're around our kids if you think
around
it was
the
a
kids
poop joke.
nonstop. We finally got together with Mo and Janan, right? We've been trying to get together with them for like since the summer.
Right. It's been a long time.
Since the summer.
Yes.
So,
but who made it happen?
Mama made it happen.
I made it happen with Janan. It's always the wives that make it happen.
Well, because you're the managers.
We're the managers who make it happen.
Assistant managers don't make decisions. The managers make decisions, right? And if anybody watching and you haven't figured it out yet, if you're the male in the relation, you're the assistant manager. And if you still think you're the manager, it's not going to work.
No. You need to step back and get demoted because the manager is the wife.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Anyhow, that's a whole other topic. But so I always tell everybody, just have the wives talk. Let's set it up that way because that's the only way it's going to get done.
Right. Well, we have a comment here from Monica. She said, now I'm jealous. I'm not on the calendar even though I see you Tuesday and Thursdays. Haha. Girl, I told you we need to get together for your birthday. We are supposed to go for breakfast and I told you what day is good for you. So you need to tell me what day because we're going to make it happen. I'll put in the calendar right now after the show and we're going to have breakfast.
So Monica better start looking in the phone and start finding those available dates.
Find those dates, Monica, because you know I love getting together with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
An extra special day other than our kids at jiu-jitsu is always fine with me.
Yeah, I'm over here thinking about the day because I'm like, oh, Bobby doesn't work this day. You should do it this day. All right.
Oh, you know his schedule?
I know his schedule, yeah. So you guys go ahead and work that out.
That's funny. So we were able to see the Hafezes, right?
Right.
It's been a long time coming. And Nola is a baby whisperer. I swear. She connects with all the little babies, whether it's Amina, their little young one, or if it is Skylar, our other friend's daughter. The first time she meets this baby, okay, the baby's saying her name already.
Both of them.
They're requesting Nola.
They want Nola the whole time. She's just so sweet and she's playing with them and she's so motherly. She has this motherly instinct already at 6 years old. It's insane. I don't know. I got that magic power too with these kids. No,
the
seriously.
Kids do like Chris. Little kids always gravitate toward
always
him.
picking up kids. They're just, it's the energy. I think kids could sense if people like them or not.
Right.
They're not trying to hang out with people that don't like them. They're not cats.
No.
Right? Cats always like, I hate cats, right? And every time I'm around a cat, they want to come right next to me. It does. But the kids are different. Like if they don't feel that good energy from you, they don't want you to hold them. They don't want to look at you.
Yes.
They're burying their face in their parent's shoulder. But no, Nola has a gift.
Right.
These kids love her.
I think because she was so shy for so long, she knows what kids will open up to, right? So she can relate to them.
Sure.
So Sol is here. Hi, Sol.
Hey, Sol.
Thanks for joining us. So happy that you're here with us. I owe you a phone call, so I will be calling you after the show today. Monica said, hola, Sol. So we got you guys saying hello on there. But yeah, just getting back to how Nola's this baby whisperer. She knows their energy. I think she's able to connect with them, and she has a good time playing with them. She loves picking up little babies, too. She has so much fun.
Speaking of so much fun, this kid, we have our family dinners every single week, usually Saturdays. And her cousin, Juniper, is only a few months younger than her. They're both 6 years old.
Right.
These kids are maniacs. When they're together, they will stay. They're party animals. They stay up till they're the last ones to go to sleep.
Yes. They don't want to miss out on anything.
They stay up till like 2 a.m.
It's I'm kind of scared about what's going to happen when they become teenagers.
Oh man, I don't even want to think that far ahead.
I know, but these girls stay up. They stayed up till 1:30 the other day.
Yeah,
they were having
insane.
so much fun. Our family dinners, for those of you who don't know, happen every Saturday. We get together with our family and we all get together in the kitchen and cook and create meals. And then we usually have like a game night. Yeah, it's so much fun. So Chris was talking about that. And I'm really excited about this upcoming family dinner night because our sister,
oh my gosh, I'm so happy
she landed, our sister and soon-to-be brother-in-law landed at about 11:30 today. So we get to see them this week. I'm really excited that they're in town. So if you guys are watching, which you probably aren't, you're probably on the road. Hi, Lulu and Angel.
Hey,
we hope you have arrived home safely, and we can't wait to see you.
The kids were so excited talking about them this morning.
I know. They were reliving the last time they came to visit, and Nola said, "Do you remember how they surprised us? I can't wait to see them." She's so excited. They love them. They love them so much. So speaking of the kids, we got to also go to a kid's birthday party on Sunday, so right before the Super Bowl, and Santino had a blast. Nola had a blast. For those of you who have never been to Scooter's Jungle with your kids, oh my gosh, these kids wild out there. This particular group in particular, they were like...
It was a boys' party.
They were the wildest group I have ever seen at Scooter's Jungle, and it was just a reminder that our kids are getting older, and they got a lot of energy.
There was a food fight, girl.
There was a food fight.
I've been to a lot of Scooter's Jungle's birthday parties.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen a food fight, and I have it on, instead of me like, I'm not going to tell other kids how to act. It's not my job. They got parents. Mm-hmm. But I was videotaping anyway because I was just trying to get like a scene of Santino, right? So I caught the food fight on.
Yeah, you were just trying to videotape Santino like in his element with his friends.
Right.
And it happened all around him, and he wasn't even fazed. He didn't even start throwing food.
He didn't throw any food.
Thank goodness.
He didn't get mad. He was cool as a cucumber. I was like, man, this kid. I was so impressed with him. I'm so impressed with the kids' behavior in a group setting.
Right.
They've been doing so well. They've been in a lot of group settings lately. Mm-hmm. And, the things that you care about, or the things that my grandmother taught me was like the manners at the table.
That's my mom and dad.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're raised the same way, right? Same thing. But the manners at the table, not interrupting when you're talking to an adult, like simple little things.
Keep your mouth closed when you're eating.
Yeah, don't chew like.
Yeah, don't put your elbows on the table. Don't wear a hat at the table. Things like that.
All that good stuff. And they've just been shining. I've been so impressed with them. And we tell them all the time. And we thank them when we get in the car. Thank you so much for being such a good great kid and for behaving and having so much fun.
Having great manners, because it really goes a long way, So
so Monica says she saw the food fight.
It was crazy,
worse. It was worse, Monica. So I just caught like a little bit of it, and then I didn't want to keep recording it or whatever. And then the mom of the birthday boy came and she wrecked shop.
Oh, good. She checked them all.
She checked all the kids
quick. Yeah. Well, because sometimes at these parties are getting at the age where the parents will just drop the kid off and leave.
Right.
They don't stay there to watch them. So I think some of the kids are like, "Oh, this is my free pass to act crazy."
Wow, wow. Yeah.
Yes. So
I don't. That's not going to be us.
No, I can't. It makes
I'm
me
too
really,
chicken.
I know. We're not helicopter parents anymore, but we do have some surveillance still happening.
Yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable like that.
I'm not comfortable at all. No. Our kids are going to be like heading off to, college, and then we're like, okay, have a good time.
I'll be driving Nola on her first date.
Right.
It's going to be like Daniel LaRusso when he goes on a date with his mom.
Oh,
she drives him. I'll be driving our kids to their first date.
There you go. So Super Bowl Sunday, how was everyone's Sunday? Did you get to watch the game? We had a wonderful Sunday. Oh, whoa. Okay, I got these wild hands.
We'll get used to that.
I know. So we had the best Sunday. After the party, we got to go to our other friend's house, the other Hafezes, and they are so sweet. They're very welcoming in their home.
They're great hosts.
They're such great hosts. Both of them are. All of our friends are.
All of them.
So we had a good time there. And I don't know about you all, but I could care less about the Super Bowl. I'm more about just the socializing aspect, seeing friends, trying food, and there was so much food there. She really outdid herself and had a really nice spread. But what did you think about the Super Bowl? Did you have fun watching the game?
Yeah, it was entertaining. Mm-hmm. There was mainly Philly fans there.
Right.
And one of the guys is a Bronco fan, which is like the number one fan I despise
Right.
is Bronco and Patriot fans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not as people outside of the NFL, because I have really good friends that are Patriot fans and Bronco fans, but like just I'm a Raider fan, right? Like, so those are the teams that I can't stand. So I was naturally going to root for the Eagles because Kansas City's in our division. And it looked like the Eagles were going to run away with it. They were like just kicking KC's butt.
I
the
saw
first
they were
half.
tied a few times when I looked up at the score.
Yeah, I knew Philly was in trouble because they were dominating the game on every aspect except the scoreboard. They were only up by like one score. So you can't give Patrick Mahomes all that time. But anyhow, did everybody else see the game out there? Did everybody just care about the commercials? I don't even remember one commercial.
Really? And you sat there and watched the whole game.
We were conversating a lot.
Yes.
There was some trash talking, some friendly trash talking going back and forth between me and the Bronco fan. See, I don't even know his name.
The Bronco fan.
He's the Bronco fan at the party. I'm probably the Raider fan at the party, so it's okay.
That's all right. Oh, man. Did you all care about the game, or did you want to just see the commercials or the halftime show? Personally, I just wanted to see the halftime show because Rihanna was performing. So I was happy that I got to see that. But what did you think of the actual game itself? Was a holding call correct against the Eagles? I don't even know what that means, but okay.
So I'll tell you what it means. All right. So it's going down to the wire, right? The Eagles were playing good defense, and they couldn't give up a first down. There was no more time in the game, right? So Bradbury, who got this holding call against him, he's a DB. He's the guy who guards a receiver. He's arguably the best DB in the league. He held Juju Schuster, the receiver from KC, but it wasn't like an egregious hold. He held him a little bit, but I don't think the ball was catchable. I don't think the ref should have called that at that time of the game.
Right.
But since I'm not a fan of either team, I mean,
you didn't really care.
I didn't really care.
Right.
But that definitely won the game for Kansas City. Now, I'm not saying they would have lost otherwise because they were in field goal range. They would have made a field goal, and then the Eagles would have had enough time to put together a drive to possibly tie the game or go into or win the game.
Okay.
Overtime or win the game. But because he got that holding call, KC was able to run down the clock and then score at the very end. So there was no way that the Eagles could answer. Right. And it was because of the holding call. So to make matters worse, yesterday...
I guess there's a video, right?
Oh, well, let's check out this video.
Did they call them lose the game? Did that call make them lose? What you don't think either way? It's possible they could have won? But it wasn't like, if they didn't make this call, then... It
basically what it did, it gave the Eagles no chance. So look...
So did he?
So look, we're gonna watch it here.
Would you call that? So this was the call. They called him holding.
This is
but you
Juju
don't think
Schuster
it was
right
really
here.
Holding.
This is Juju Schuster who came over from the Steelers.
Okay.
Who was actually on my fantasy team this year and did okay for me this year.
Okay.
So look, here's the hold behind the back, right? So he did grab him right there. He grabbed him, right? But look at this ball. This ball's not. Oh, we're gonna watch the video all the way through. The ball is not catchable.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Well, the reason that it matters, I guess we're not going to see that part. All right, so anyhow.
Well, the issue is this holding right here.
Yeah, but there's also a rule, like if the ball is not catchable, you don't call that. Like if the ball is thrown so far,
someone was going to get paid based on that play?
Nah, there's no smoke and mirrors with that. Oh, here we go. Miguel Arroyo says the player admitted to the hold. He did.
Okay.
He did. So look, that's why I'm saying, Miguel, I don't have a problem with them calling that. But with that call, the game was over.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But all right, so to make matters worse, right? So Juju Schuster, the receiver who got the holding call against him, for him, yesterday during Valentine's Day, he posted a picture of that DB Bradbury on his social media feed, and it's like Bradbury with like a heart behind him, and it says, "Bradbury will always be here to hold you," or whatever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he called him out, and it's so cold-blooded because he's not a star on the team, right? He used to be a star when he was in Pittsburgh, and he kind of got I'm not going to say his career resurrected, but it's still alive. He's holding on to like life support with his career because he has the best quarterback in the league. And he got called out by a bunch of people for making that post. A.J. Brown, who's on the Eagles and had an amazing season, was like, all right, TikTok boy, and they started clowning him because he got reprimanded for shooting a TikTok video during a game when he was in Pittsburgh.
Come on.
One of these silly guys.
Really?
Yeah, but he was on a 1-year contract, so we'll see if he even gets picked up.
How does he have time to be doing TikTok videos during a game?
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's the guy talking trash. It's never the best player that's talking trash later. It's always just some random guy, right?
Well, I have to agree with Monica. She said she only watched Rihanna. Haha. That's all I did too. I was like, okay, halftime, let's watch it. So what did you all think about the halftime show? Because I was like super impressed. I was like, oh, Rihanna's pregnant. Yes, good for her. She's out there performing. Just goes to show like us moms could do anything. And it's Rihanna. She's amazing. She's not going to like say, no, I can't do this show because I'm pregnant. I'm going to go out there and I'm still going to put on a show. But why was she on those tall things? Did you see one of the dancers fell when they were dancing on one of those things? Not off of it, but they were dancing and it like fell.
No.
Like missed a step and like tripped.
Wait, while they were up in the air?
Yes.
Oh, I got to go back and see it.
Didn't fall off the platform, but like tripped and fell. Not. Yeah. You didn't see that?
Are all those dancers attached to ropes? Probably not.
I would hope so. I think so.
How can you attach all those dancers?
So they're only going to do Rihanna?
Yeah.
She's let the other ones fall.
All the other ones signed a waiver probably. They're like, you fall. Sorry for you.
Really? You think so?
I'm just guessing. I don't see them having all those strings. Do you?
No, that would be such a huge liability. That would not happen.
I don't know, but I want to look that up after the show because I'm curious about that, right? But it's so funny.
Sorry, you're not Rihanna. You don't get the safety net.
The commentary was hilarious between you and all the other moms there. Like, oh, some of the moms are worried about like, is it going to be super risky? Right.
Oh no, so these are the topics of conversation. Like, oh, I don't know how the halftime show is going to be. I hope it's not too risque. You know, I don't want my daughters watching it. Oh, I just want it to be a little wholesome. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I get it.
With Rihanna, wholesome.
And then I was just like, okay. And then she comes out and she had like her big jacket on. And we see the bump, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think she's pregnant. And they're like, wait a minute, did she already have her baby? These are the conversations. Did she already have her baby? I'm like, pretty sure she had her baby already. Oh, that's great if she's getting out there and she still has that postpartum body. She's rocking it.
She's not going to have a postpartum body.
She's for sure pregnant. Like, these are just the topics that were going on. And it was so funny because one of the husbands walks in and he's like, you guys are dogging Rihanna. Like, leave her alone if she's pregnant. I'm like, we weren't dogging her. We're like giving her props. Like, good for her to be out there performing. That's amazing.
Now,
whether she was pregnant or not, but then it turned out that she was pregnant. And I was like, that's awesome. I'm like, for sure she's pregnant because Rihanna like really moves a lot.
Right.
I was like, she doesn't have heels on. She got some like tennis shoes and she,
That's how I get down at the party. I'm just doing one of these. That's all she was doing the whole time.
That's all she has to do. She's Rihanna. Let her do what she needs to do.
Hey, I'm not dogging Rihanna. She's amazing. We all know that.
Right.
But I got to ask the moms out there. I don't know how many months pregnant she is, but being pregnant, would you be suspended in the air like that doing the Super Bowl show? She could have did the Super Bowl show without being suspended in the air.
I mean, I think she had to. I'm not saying she had to do that, but in her mind, like the level of performance that she puts on, she was like, I have to do something because I'm not dancing at the caliber that I normally do. So let me do something else that's going to have people talking because people were talking, right? That's what they want. They want people like excited about these type of things. So like you're telling me if she wasn't suspended in the air, people would be like, wow, that was an amazing show.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody even remembers her being in the air. It's all about the bump. That's all people were talking about after the show or during the show. The bump. Is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? And then even the dads are all like Googling, oh, I'm going to see it. Oh, there's no announcement yet. Oh my God, they announced that she is pregnant. They're all excited. I thought she was going to have like a gender reveal at the Super Bowl.
He was like, okay, here comes a gender reveal. We're going to see colors in the air. What
it is. Be all blue fireworks, all pink fireworks.
Why is this even, I don't know. It's so silly that people get like so over the top about things like this. Like, good for her. She's pregnant. Awesome. You know?
Yeah.
That's funny. So Monica said he was close to the edge. I thought he was going to fall. So she saw that. She saw that too. Yeah. Gender reveal. That would be hilarious.
That would have been awesome.
It's just probably too early for her to know. She just had her baby in May last year.
She's a celebrity. They know.
She probably already picked everything.
She already picked everything. The color eyes and all kinds of stuff. There's crazy stuff you can do nowadays.
I know a lot of people who look into that.
I had no idea. Somebody told me, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, yeah, we're going to get pregnant soon and have a girl. I'm like, how do you know? Well, you could pick. Yeah. What? You can even pick like the color eyes and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
Chris, you're just like so archaic. How did you not know these things?
I don't know.
Oh, welcome to 2023, babe. So this is hey Sheena. Sheena's on Zeph's profile right now. She said Rihanna is badass. There is no way I would have done all that performing and rehearsing preggers, right? She's a queen. I completely agree. I think what people forget is like all the preparation that went into that performance. Like she didn't just get up one day and was like, okay, I'm gonna get on the suspended thing. Think about all the time and effort she put into preparing for that show. So anybody who's hating out there, need to just sit down.
I don't think anybody's hating on her.
I don't think anyone is.
And either. I definitely wasn't hating on her.
Right.
I'm just like, I don't know if I do all that.
Right.
Like,
well, I told those moms you got the wholesome show you wanted. That was nice and wholesome.
I mean, that is the most wholesome outfit I've ever seen Rihanna wear. And I was a little disappointed.
Why?
Because I was looking for, she does the Fendi and this, that, and
it's Fenty, not Fendi.
Whatever it is. I don't care. Care the name of it. I was trying to see.
I just got to
fact
check you real quick. That's all.
I enjoy her outfits. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all.
You enjoy her outfits, her creativity.
Her creativity.
There you go. So yeah. So I'm assuming you watched the show too, right, Sheena? Because I know Sheena loves Rihanna. So she was her for Halloween one year. I remember that.
No. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who was Zeph that year?
I don't remember.
I hope he wasn't Chris Brown.
Stop. Stop. You are way too much.
Those are my peeps. I love them.
I know.
All right. So let's switch things up a little bit to real estate.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you have coming up?
So I was so excited that I found, hold on. We got Monica on here. What's she saying?
I think he's trying to say he likes Rihanna lingerie line, not the makeup line.
Yes. I don't care about her makeup.
She's right.
Although, hey, just one last thing on her, how genius Rihanna is. She touched up her makeup while she was performing.
I know.
And basically was selling makeup.
She sold her makeup
at the Super Bowl.
I know. She was like, wait, hold on.
She's like,
okay, I'm good.
I heard she didn't get paid to do the Super Bowl. I don't think that the artists get paid to do the because like it's you have
an honor or whatever.
It's an honor because you have so many people. But she was like, if I'm gonna do the Super Bowl for free, I'm selling my makeup. Boom, boom, boom. Genius. Genius.
Love her.
I love entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I just love them.
Yes.
So anyhow, switching up to real estate. I was so excited yesterday. For those of you that don't know, we do this KHTS bus ride. Mm-hmm. Right, we go with the local radio station. We try to do it every year, but there was a hiatus for a couple years because of COVID.
Right,
and it's other local Santa Clarita Valley like leaders, business owners, people in politics. Right, go to the Capitol, and we go on a bus ride there, and we network, and we get to ask Senator Wilk anything we want.
Right,
which had me thinking. I would love for anybody that lives out here in Santa Clarita, if you have a question for our senator,
some concerns you want addressed,
or just some things that you're happy about that, you say, hey, big shout out or whatever.
Right.
Tell us about it because we're going to be leaving. Well, I'm going to be going March 20th. Corey's going to be taking care of our babies.
Right.
But we're going to the bus ride, and I always am excited to find out like what is going to affect us here in Santa Clarita.
Right.
So that's coming up.
I'm excited to hear too, because you always come back with some nuggets, some exciting things that are happening, things to watch out for. So I can't wait for you to share that. But like Chris said, drop us a comment, reach out to us, let us know what you would like him to ask, because I know there's a lot of concerns too. As great as Santa Clarita is, people have some genuine concerns about out here.
Right.
So
anyhow, excited about that. It was hard to book a trip.
Right.
Like, because I like to fly back.
So Chris booked his flight and he was looking at some different airlines and he was like, gosh, it's so expensive. And he was like, oh, sorry, hopefully I make it there. And I'm like, please don't tell me you're booking through Southwest. And he did.
Southwest?
He did. I was like, good luck. Hopefully you make it home.
Look, it was either $200 for a one-stop trip on the way back home.
Or $40.
A one-stop trip.
Or $40.
Or $67 and it's a direct flight to Burbank. Duh. Lulu touchdown.
Hey, Lulu. She's here. I love you. You've already made it on the show and you just finished flying. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope we get to see you tonight. I know you're going to be busy getting settled in, but Maybe we get to see our sister today.
Or maybe tomorrow, because I already told Christian, hey, why don't you guys after jiu-jitsu just come by the house?
That's a good
I'll see if
idea.
Angel Lulu could come by. So we'll give her a call after the show.
A little midweek reunion. I like that.
Try to see them as much as we can before they leave.
Yes, for sure. So in our property management adventures, for those of you who don't know, we just recently launched our property management division, which is super exciting. It's a huge task to take on, but we are loving it. And with anything new, there's always some fun things that we get to work out the kinks on, right? So do you want to tell us a little bit about some wins that we had this past week in our property management adventures?
Well, a huge win is we got Pebble Beach leased out.
Yes.
Right.
Which is awesome for our clients.
Look, for a 2-bedroom with a 3rd room though, for like an office, 1,632 square feet, we got our client $3,800 a month.
That's huge.
And we had 4 applications.
Yes.
And 3 of them were 740 plus FICO scores with like that made $12,000 or more, meaning that's a great tenant, right? So we had great applications and, super exciting. They're really happy with the level of service they had, right? So he's like, you made everything so easy. And then the tenants too were super happy.
Right.
So just
that's what it's all about is like when you're getting into a home, whether you're purchasing it or renting it, you want to have that good experience with anything. And I feel like a lot of businesses have really lacked on customer service and making the client feel like they're important. So good job on making them feel important because all of our clients are important. And I think you do a great job at doing that.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Of course.
Thank you, baby. So we got that one. We're well-versed in the moratorium, you guys.
Yes.
We're not attorneys, so I can't give you any legal advice, but we know the pros and the cons of being a landlord.
Right.
You know, and it's tough. I got a call yesterday, and it was one of our clients that we just sold them a house over the summer of 2022.
Right.
And now they got this great job promotion and they're looking at selling their place. Right. So like most agents are going to pounce. Right. And, you know, some agents watching the show might think that we're dumb because we don't pounce.
Right.
Right. But that's not what we do. We're not in it for a quick sale. We really care about our clients. And I love the fact that we can offer property management now.
Yes.
Right. So I just let them know like, hey, if you sell it, you're going to take a loss because for anybody that doesn't know, that's like, oh, you know, the market just keeps going up and up and up. That's not true. Right. You know, the market's come down like 10%, specifically for this client. Since last summer to today, it's come down 10%. Right. So people are paying 10% less now than they were 9 months ago.
Right. In certain areas, like each area is different.
In a lot, this is Valencia.
A lot of areas.
Prime real estate in Valencia, right? So, but what people don't realize is the cost hasn't went down. We were explaining this all last year. Yes. All the last couple years, like just because the prices come down doesn't mean your monthly payment's going to go down.
Yeah, because the rates are going up.
Right? So we're going to have more of the same. And the moral of the story is you're not going to be able to time this market.
Right.
Like we tell all the buyers this too. Don't buy a house if you want to move out in 2 years.
Right.
Right? If you're going to be in it for at least 5 years, buy a house anytime you can get in. Right? If you're looking for a quick flip, it's not the time.
Right.
Right? It's not the time to buy. But anyhow, I don't know what they're going to do. They're leaving like in August. So they got time. I say, hey, let's revisit it in the summertime. We'll see where the prices are at. And, you know, if you can get close to breaking even, great. If not, you know, you have the option to rent it out too. Right. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, that's great that we're able to offer like a one-stop shop so you can see what your options are. But like Chris said, not every agent is going to do that for you. They're going to hear you want to sell and like, okay, let's go, let's sell. So it's good that we could help give them those options to make the right decision.
I love the team that we have together. We have the best loan processor in the business.
Yes, she's amazing.
Okay, Nicole is amazing. If any of our clients had the privilege to work with her, she is the best, right?
She's top notch. We love her so much.
Then we got Alicia Franco. That's our transaction coordinator. Also, we've had a lot of transaction coordinators over the years. Right. Hands down, the easiest to work with, the best. She stays on top of me because, you know, I need that. Yeah. Right? Never loses her cool about it either. So I actually thanked her again today.
Well, I think you also set the precedence up front. Like, you are going to have to stay on top of me. Like, don't be mad if I don't get right back to you. You need to stay on top of me. I have a lot of things
out all day
going
working all day. So I need somebody that's going to stay on top of it.
Someone who's going to nag you a little in a good way.
But the reason I mention them is it's impossible for us to do real estate, loans, property management by ourselves.
Right.
It might look like we're by ourselves doing it, but we're not. And, the question I get a lot is, and it's clients and it's also other realtors, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many agents do you have?
Right.
Like it's a thing, like it's a great thing to have a lot of agents.
Yes.
I love the agents that we do have.
Yes.
But getting a bunch of agents just sounds like a big migraine headache for me. No, I'm serious.
I mean, here's the thing. When you have agents, we want to see them go up. We want to see them succeed. We're not going to do anything half-ass. So, like, if you have an agent, they're not just going to be an agent, like, to have in your office. Like, what is that going to do for you? You're going to put your all into it.
Right.
So when you say it's going to be a headache, yeah, it's a headache when they leave because you just invested all this time in them. Right?
Yes. So that's, and it's been reaffirmed multiple times, right?
Right.
No, but the headache is, look, you know how we are. We put our heart into everything that we touch, right? Anything that we're going to do, we do it wholeheartedly. And to spend the time and the energy with somebody for them to leave over their failures, because that's really what it comes down to.
It's either that or like extra 5% or something,
whatever, right?
Their commission,
whatever it may be. But it's thank God for everybody. There's a lesson in everything, right? And it's our job to recognize these lessons.
Right.
And thank God for them because it's really opened us up to, hey, let's just focus on us.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we focus on us and our clients, we could better serve our clients.
Right.
If we're focused on trying to build other agents up, we're taking away from our clients.
Yeah.
So instead, we have people like Alicia, best in the business, Nicole, best in the business. Mm-hmm. We need more people like that on the team. And I'm excited to see where this property management division goes because, again, we went in the deep end, dove right in.
Yes.
Right? Took on a very, very challenging portfolio where a lot of people want to take this portfolio on because, there's multiple people that aren't paying rent and a bunch of stuff and kind of in not the best neighborhoods. And I love it.
I love it too because
I'm so excited
if you have something that's so challenging to get started, take anything on. And I feel like there's always opportunity in any challenging situation, which I think is just reaffirms like the whole agent thing too. Like you learn from things that happen, right? And so I totally agree with you, just being able to focus on our clients and growing our business, that's key. That's number one.
Absolutely. And we love helping people. That's really what it comes down to.
I know.
And when we hear friends, family, clients, just people that are watching us, because now we get a lot of people that just contact us,
Right.
We want to help everybody.
Yeah.
Right. And we do our best to try to help everybody. So I'm excited about where we're going with the show that we got going on and where the business is going for 2023. It's not gloom and doom like everybody keeps talking about.
I know a lot of people have been saying, wow, you guys are busy. Everyone I talk to, they're so they're not busy at all. They really need business. And I'm like, that's weird because I feel like we're super busy right now, which is awesome. And it's not busy in a bad way. Like you're not just spinning your wheels. You're actually getting things done.
Right.
So,
right. Super excited.
Great. Speaking of getting things done, Santa Clarita is in escrow, our listing, right?
Ooh, ooh.
Yay. So excited for our sellers because they're really good friends of ours. And
buyers are already moving. We opened escrow on Monday.
Awesome.
What's today? Wednesday? Opened escrow on Monday. They already did both a home inspection and they did termite.
They are on it. I love it when there's an agent on the other end who's staying on top of their clients and making sure things are getting done.
We had multiple offers too.
And we had multiple offers. So
Pick the right
sellers had choices, which is amazing. And couldn't be more happier for them because they get to move on with their next chapters, which is always a good thing.
It's super exciting. It's scary, right? When you're moving on to the next chapter.
I mean,
so
it's crazy
so excited
too.
for them.
Like even when you are in this business, like it could be overwhelming and there's a lot of like emotions involved. Like you and I have gone through that when we were planning on buying a house and then we backed out and we're looking for a house still. Like there's so many emotions that go into purchasing a home and it could be really, really scary. But we are like so grateful that we are a part of people's lives and able to help them navigate through these processes, right?
Sure. And so I want to talk about some things we have coming up.
Cool.
Okay. So I don't know if we mentioned this before on the show, but I was lucky enough to be interviewed by Bridge to Home. Mm-hmm. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's they basically help. They're trying to create a homeless shelter, a permanent homeless shelter here in Santa Cruz.
Right. They have a temporary one.
There's a temporary one right now, and it's in a business district for anybody that's like, oh, I don't want that in my backyard.
Right.
Like, hey, people are people, and
people need help.
They need help, right? So, anyhow, I got interviewed, and it looks like they're going to vote on it.
Okay.
But it looks like I'm going to be voted onto the board.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because I feel like there's a lot that we can bring to the table as far as ideas and awareness, right? Raising awareness for it. So they have an event coming up. It's called Soup for the Soul. Love the name of it, right? So that's going to be at the end of the month, the last Sunday of the month, which I believe is the 26th.
It's coming up. It's right around the corner.
Yeah. So I have to look into it right after the show, but I think we're going to sponsor, right? And I think I'm going to be on the board by then.
Well, hopefully.
And we're going to be
you made the cut.
I'm confident I'll make the cut. I feel
you're
so
so confident all the time.
I know. I feel good about it. But I'm just excited to see how we can help the community, right? Because it takes a village, right? And some number that they told me, and this is what really how they hooked me in. Right. Is everybody knows that watches us is that we love Golden Valley High School. We're big supporters of the Pause Center, of the Growl Center, right, which is a mental wellness at Golden Valley High, and we have been for a long time. And Dr. Moore told me, "Hey, just so you know, just in high schools alone, in Newhall School District, from 2021 to 2022, there was 300 homeless kids." In 2021.
Which is already horrible.
Horrible, right?
Right.
Today there's 1,000. That's in our backyard.
That is more than triple. That's
here in Santa Clarita.
That's terrible.
Right?
How do kids even focus at school?
Right. And there's different levels of homelessness.
Right.
Right. There's multiple families living in one unit.
Right.
There's living in a motel. Right.
But these are all stresses that are put on kids.
It's not really fair to these kids.
It's really not.
But it takes a village, right? So like this is how they got me hooked in. I was like, all right, it is affecting our kids. Right. So like how can we get involved? So I'm going to be learning. And as I'm learning, I'm going to be sharing with our audience. And hopefully we can get involved as a community to do some good, because I want people to think about this, that everybody that wants to sweep it under the rug and say, I don't want this in my neighborhood.
It's still there. I mean, how can you make a difference? How can you make it better?
Look, if you're one of these people that are homeless, that are hungry, that are desperate, and you have a family, when all those things come together, you're going to make poor decisions.
Right, because you just want to feed your family.
Out of desperation. Right? Which leads to higher crime.
Right.
Okay? So for people move here because we just got voted the 4th safest town in, like, I forget who did it, but we're one of the safest places to live. Cities, Santa Cruz is. It's not going to be like that forever if we keep sweeping this stuff under the rug. Yeah, so you got to take it head on.
Because you're not looking at it doesn't mean it's not there.
Take it head on. Get involved. Anyhow, super excited to be involved, and we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and it looks like Tanya just joined us. Hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Hi. Angel also said, let us know what time we will be there. So we're going to make it happen.
We'll set it up for Thursday.
See them again. But thank you so much for sharing with us Bridge to Home, Soup for the Soul. That's coming up. You also went to Elite meeting today. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Do you have any things you want to say?
I'll make that real quick.
Okay.
Everybody's like, so the agents, mind you, these are like 50 of the top agents in Santa Cruz, right?
I have to interrupt you really quick because Tanya said she's sorry she's so late, and my mom just joined us. She said, hi, honeys. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us.
Better late than never.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So getting back to Elite, I'm sorry to interrupt.
So getting back to Elite, we were at a house in Sand Canyon. Huge house, like 4,200 square feet on a couple acres.
Wow.
Yeah, you could house like 20 horses there. Beautiful, beautiful property. The house itself needs to be completely renovated, just updated. It's got like green carpet and stuff, you know. But $2 million, I mean, to get that kind of land in Santa Cruz is really hard to do. And the parking was amazing. We probably had 60 agents there.
Wow. And all the cars fit?
All the cars fit. Yeah. So anyhow, but talking to the agents, same thing, inventory problems for a lot of people.
Right.
But everybody there is pretty busy. So
That's good.
yeah, shout out to our elite group.
Yes.
Everybody's representing. Everybody's working hard. They're all full-time agents.
Yes.
But everybody's busy. Yes. Everybody has buyers. They have sellers. Like
we
they're
just
busy.
need a little more inventory so we can get the buyers
That's
all
it.
in.
So it's not doom and gloom, guys. It's business as usual, and it's the season started already, and it usually doesn't start till the spring. So if you're looking for a place, like, let's do this right now. Exciting
times. So coming up, we have a pretty busy week set forth for us. First of all, of course, our sister and brother-in-law are in town, so we get to spend time with them. And I have the opportunity to volunteer again in Nola's class tomorrow. So I'm excited about that because I love helping out Mrs. Johnson. She's the best. Little side note for anyone who happens to be watching who's part of the Newhall School District. We love the split class that they offer over at Pico because they have early and late start for the kids, and it gives the teachers the opportunity to really focus on the kids and have that one-on-one time for learning. I think it's a huge benefit because when you have all 28 kids together at once, there's a lot of behavioral issues you're trying to figure out. So even though the kids may be in class the whole time as kindergartners, maybe they're not getting that one-on-one interaction that they really need as a kindergartner. So I know the district is trying to get rid of that at Pico Canyon. I just want to let everyone out there know I'm a huge proponent of having the split day. So I'm going to be sending my letters into the district for Mrs. Johnson because I know she really needs that. And she's a true testament of how she teaches the kids, and having the split class really helps them. So I'm looking forward to getting a message out to them. I was supposed to go to the meeting last night. I didn't get to go because of my back, but I'm sending an email out to the district. She does such a great job over there, and all the kindergartner teachers do at Pico. So they're the only school in all the district that still has a split class. So I think that's great.
No wonder why the school's so amazing.
I know. They want to get rid of it. And I think some parents think, oh, I hate it because my kid only goes in for a certain amount of time. But they really get more if they have the shorter time and more one-on-one time with the teacher.
Quality over quantity, for sure.
Absolutely. So I'll be volunteering tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And then Chris has a listing appointment coming up, right?
Yeah, it's more of like I don't know if they're necessarily ready to throw it on the market today, but it's more like getting it ready to go see, hey, do I need to make any improvements before I sell?
Right.
So for anybody interested that's been wanting to get into, like, it's still residential, but it's right there on the cusp of being a commercial property. So it's a 4-unit in North Hollywood.
Okay.
I don't have all the information on it yet. So the team, we talk about teams, right? Having a team. So our team's looking into some information on it, right? Okay. So we could have proper valuation of the property.
Yes.
Right. And I got to see the rent rolls and all that stuff to determine what the property's worth.
The value is.
So I'm going to go check it out. But if anybody is looking to buy in North Hollywood, like, that's prime real estate anywhere in North Hollywood, really.
It really is.
Right. To have a 4-unit. So anyhow, we'll see. I'm excited to check it out.
I can't wait to hear about all the details on that. And then this weekend is going to be a 4-day weekend, right? For President's Day weekend. So Friday is what we call it in our house.
What else do we call it?
And Chris has coined the weekend the freaking weekend. So all the kids on Friday, they get out of school and they're like, it's the freaking weekend, Dad. What are we going to do? And this past weekend, like, they partied so much with all their friends that now it really is the freaking weekend. So this Friday, we're going to hopefully go to Disneyland. I am planning on being there. My back will be healed. Please put out good juju to make sure that my back feels better so I can make it a day at Disney, because I will be there. And then Monica said, woohoo, 4-day weekend. Yes, I'm excited about that. If we go on Friday, then the Disneyland hangover won't happen until Saturday. We still have 3 days to recuperate.
That's right. Saturday, we don't have family dinner, so you could chill.
Well, we're going to be chilling, but you know how we're talking about friend time. I already put in the calendar that we're having dinner with the Cassionis on Saturday. Dang. It is in the calendar. We made that date this past Friday. So we'll have another freaking weekend with friends. Kids get to play, have a good time with their friends. So it'll be like a double play date.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Cassionis. I I never look at the evenings because I don't make plans for myself in the evenings. Like that's my family time anyway. I'm just looking during the day of what I got going on because that's work. You know, we work the weekends.
We do. So I made sure I made those plans for the evening. Monica said, yes, crossing fingers for Disneyland because we're going to meet up with them while we're there. And they're starting at the same park as us. So that's cool. And then go back to Disneyland on Monday. We'll be there too. Oh, I don't know if I could do Monday also. It may already be blocked out for me, but definitely Friday. I will try. Maybe Chris doesn't want to go, but maybe I could get the kids to go. They'll love that. They're going to grandma's. I think they're going to grandma's.
They're going to want to see their cousins.
Yes, they're going to want to see their cousins. So then on Sunday night, we moved our family dinner to Sunday to accommodate Angel and Lulu since they're in town. So we'll be having family dinner on Sunday, which will be nice. And then the kids get to spend time with their cousins on Monday. So that should be fun. Does anybody else have some really fun, exciting plans for the 4-day weekend? I'm sure looking forward to it. As long as I feel better. This pain needs to go away. I'm going to chiropractor again tomorrow. Hopefully, he fixes me because it's too much.
Yeah. Sorry, baby.
Breaking down, getting old is not fun. No.
Yeah, sorry.
I think the one benefit of having a broken back, well, not broken back, but this back pain is I can't, yes, it's really bad. I can't bend over to pick things up or squat down, but I got Nola and Tino to help me. They're picking things up for me. It's so nice.
They're so sweet.
And Chris is taking care of me too, doing the dishes and the laundry. Might have to ride this thing out for a while.
I'm constantly doing dishes and laundry, girl.
I know you
got
are.
it made. Just like I got it made, you got it made too.
I know we do. We're a great team.
We are.
We make it happen. But that laundry is never ending. I'm ready for laundry just to be non-existent anymore. Just wear the same things, kids. I don't care if you stink. So Tanya said Saturday is going to visit the kids' grandma before she moves to Henderson. Oh, that's right.
Is that where all the grandmas go?
I know. That's where my mom wants to move. And my mom and dad want to move to Henderson also. They've wanted to move there since I was starting high school. They want to fulfill that dream. Well, have fun visiting grandma over there.
Oh, my gosh. Angel says, save your liver for Sunday.
Oh, no.
So the sickest I ever got. I mean, not ever, but
I say, oh, no, but it's a lot of fun when they're in town.
Man, between Angel and my two brothers... It's a lot of drinking.
You have that $75 gift card for Brewery
I'll go fill up the
Draconum.
growlers.
Go get a refill on those growlers. You could probably get 4 for that price. 3, maybe 3.
Oh, we're going to need 4. There's 4 of us. 64 ounces of 10% alcohol.
For those of you who have never met Angel, he is your personal hype person. He's such a good time. He's always happy. Come on, have another drink. But it's not forced. He's just having a good time. And I just love Angel. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having a good time.
Nothing wrong with having a good time. We're so excited that he's here. And then my mom said, oh, boy. Oh, yeah. She knows. Oh, Mom will be there, too. The whole family's going to be over on family dinner night, so it'll be fun. And Tanya's cracking up. She said, oh, heck no, Chris, because she knows she's going to have to deal with Patrick passing out, sleeping on the couch.
Now, Tanya, that day, have your man hydrating since the moment he wakes up. Start giving him some water so he's prepared.
Have him sleep in on Sunday morning.
Yeah, and have the kids sleep in too, because there's no way with Angel being there that you guys are going home at a decent hour.
Yeah, make sure your dog is all taken care of. Don't tell me you gotta leave early because the dog needs to be put out. Oh my goodness, no excuses, just a good time on Sunday. That's my mom's laughing out loud too. So anyways, thank you all so much for joining us here on R&R. We've had the best time with you. We hope you like the new set. We're all getting used to it and excited to see how it transforms. This is going to be our show for the day, and be sure to check us out here weekly on R&R every Wednesday at noon on Facebook Live. We're your host, Corey and Chris Silva, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Have a great one.
Bye.